Yesterday we were discussing about the meaning of scrutiny, and Sister really found the answer in footnotes number 25. So let's scroll back a little bit and take a look. In this series, he scrutinizes teleti, according to the commentary, means that he investigates phenomena as impermanent, suffering, and non-self. This is the stage of insight contemplation, applies the will and strives, appears similar. We might understand the former, applying the will, as the effort leading to insight, the latter strives as the effort that leads from insight to work transcending realization. This last step is signified by the expression, he realizes with the body the supreme truth. The supreme truth, Paramasacca, is Nibbana. Okay, so thanks Sister Billy for helping us out. Let's continue our reading. I think we can finish this sutta by today. Number 28. But what, Master Gautama, is most helpful for examination of the meaning? We ask Master Gautama about the thing most helpful for examination of meaning. Memorizing the teachings is most helpful for examining the meaning, Bharavaja. If one does not memorize the teaching, one will not examine its meaning. But because one memorizes a teaching, one examines its meaning. For memorizing a thing, in today's context, a lot of our memory function has not functioning as well as people in the past, because we have all these devices that help us keep our memory, our phones, our computers, our laptops. Yeah. So our memory is not as good as people in the past. Memory. So is this a good thing or a bad thing? Not so easy to say, but overall, I think it is possible to train back our memories. Yeah, there's a book on memory training as well. Yeah. I think one thing about having a good memory is that we will be less reliant on all these devices. Yeah. Even though, of course, all these devices have its uses, you can, within 1-2 clicks, you can read any sutta you want. But sometimes convenience doesn't mean an improvement for us. Okay, number 29. Sister Saikyang, would you like to read?
29. But what, Master Gautama, is most helpful for memorizing the teachings? We asked Master Gautama about the thing most helpful for memorizing the teachings. Hearing the Dhamma is most helpful for memorizing the teachings. Bharavaja. If one does not hear the Dhamma, one will not memorize the teachings. But because one hears the Dhamma, one memorizes the teachings. That is why hearing the Dhamma is most helpful for memorizing the teachings.
Thanks, Sister Saikyang. So the Buddha traced back further what is the most helpful thing for memorizing the teaching is to listen to the Dhamma. Number 30, Sister Shwami, would you like to read?
But what, Master Gautama, is most helpful for hearing the Dhamma? We asked Master Gautama about the thing most helpful for hearing the Dhamma. Giving ear is most helpful for hearing the Dhamma. Bharavaja. If one does not give ear, one will not hear the Dhamma. But because one gives ear, one hears the Dhamma. That is why giving ear is most helpful for hearing the Dhamma.
Thanks, Sister Shwami. Okay, so giving ear, yeah. Let's say if you broadcast the Dhamma in the street, yeah, but people are not listening to it. Yeah, so people are not giving ear to it. So you need to listen in, give ear to be able to hear the Dhamma. Next one, number 31, Sister Aikin. Would you like to read?
But what, Master Gotama, is most helpful for giving ear? We asked Master Gotama about the thing most helpful for giving ear. Paying respect is most helpful for giving ear. Bharataja, if one does not pay respect, one will not give ear. But because one pays respect, one gives ears. That is why paying respect is most helpful for giving ear.
Thanks, Sister Aikin. Interesting. Why is respect a factor here? So I think for me, if I don't respect a person, even if that person expounds the noble truth, I probably would not listen to him. Yeah. If I respect, admire someone, sometimes whatever joke that guy say, even though it's not funny, and maybe I would just laugh spontaneously. Yeah. So I think respect is an important factor here. Number 32, Sister Billy, would you like to read?
But what, Master Gotama, is most helpful for paying respect? We asked Master Gotama about the thing most helpful for paying respect. Visiting is most helpful for paying respect. Paravaja, if one does not visit a teacher, one will not pay respect to him. But because one visits a teacher, one pays respect to him. That is why visiting is most helpful for paying respect.
Thanks, Sister Billy. In the Buddha's context, you have to visit the teacher to be able to hear the teaching. So in the internet era, you can just, with 2 clicks, you can go to YouTube and visit any teacher you want. That's for number 32. Okay. Number 33. Finally, we come back one whole circle. But what Master Gotama is most helpful for visiting? We asked Master Gotama about the thing most helpful for visiting. Faith is most helpful for visiting. If a faith in a teacher does not arise, one will not visit him. But because faith in a teacher arises, one visits him. That is why faith is most helpful for visiting. Yeah. So I think this explains really well in these lines. Yeah. If one does not even have faith in the teacher, why would someone even visit the teacher? Okay, number 34. Sister Saikyang, would you like to read?
Before, we asked Master Gotama about the preservation of truth, and Master Gotama answered about the preservation of truth. We approve of and accept that answer, and so we are satisfied. We asked Master Gotama about the discovery of truth, and Master Gotama answered about the discovery of truth. We approve of and accept that answer, and we are satisfied. We asked Master Gotama about the final arrival at truth, and Master Gotama answered about the final arrival at truth. We approve of and accept that answer, and so we are satisfied. We asked Master Gotama about the thing most helpful for the final arrival at truth, and Master Gotama answered about the thing most helpful for the final arrival at truth. We approve of and accept that answer, and so we are satisfied. Whatever we ask Master Gotama about, that he has answered us. We approve of and accept that answer, and so we are satisfied. Formerly, Master Gotama, we used to think, who are these bald-headed ascetics? These dark, menial offspring of the Lord's feet. that they would understand the Dhamma. But Master Gautama has indeed inspired in me love for ascetics, confidence in ascetics, reverence for ascetics. Magnificent Master Gautama, magnificent Master Gautama, as in text chapter 3.2. From today, let Master Gautama remember me as a lay follower who has gone to him for refuge for life. Thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
It is interesting here that like we take refuge, right? It's like a ceremonial thing, but for them, they ask the questions, and if the questions is answered, and then they have the confidence in the teacher and the respect, and there they will take refuge in the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha, and they become, the lay follower. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So actually I do prefer this way, when we are convinced with the Dhamma first, then we take refuge. Yeah. So this sutta is taken from Majjhima Nikaya 95, Chanki Sutta. That's why I also highlight this, the one in the yellow. It's notable to me. So initially, before asking questions to the Buddha, they thought, who are these bald-headed ascetics? This dark menial offspring of the Lord's feet. Okay, let's take a look at menial. Not requiring much skill and lacking prestige. Of the Lord's feet, that they would understand the Dhamma. Let's take a look at footnotes number 27. P.S. The commentary. The Brahmins believe that they themselves were the offspring of Brahma's mouth, the Khatiyas of his breast, the mercantile class Vesa of his belly, the workers Sudha of his legs, and Samanas of the soles of his feet. Yeah. Samanas here refers to the ascetics. With that concludes this sutta. So the one that Saikyang read, number 34, is the conclusion made by this Bharadwaja. And he is satisfied with whatever answers the Buddha gave him. So this is a satisfying conclusion of the sutta. Any questions or comments? If not, would Sister really like to do a dedication?
愿消三藏诸烦恼，愿得智慧真明了，不愿罪障悉消除，世世常行菩萨道。阿弥陀佛。
Till we meet again, may we be guided by the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Have a satisfying Monday ahead. Bye everyone, and see you guys next time.